Here's the first pitch to him. No balls and one strike. And Dan Vero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. One out, nobody on. Now a little soft liner foul over to the right side, and the count will move to 1-2 now. Misses, ball 2.
Hey, we all love home runs and gappers, but I love the mano-a-mano right here. 5 foul balls in this at-bat. He continues to make this pitcher work.
And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Stepping in, Adrian Beltre. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Hey, I love that pitch right there, and that's where he's going to have to work. He's going to have to work down in the zone. This is a hitter's park. We all know the ball flies, and if he's going to keep the ball in the yard, he's got to execute down to the hollow of the knee.
The windup and the 0-1. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. They're still down. It's 2-0. Next up for the A's, Ehire Adrianza. It was a 3-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Nope. And he lays off for ball 1. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Into center field, line drive, base hit. So a base hit to kick things off here, and there's a man aboard to start out their half of the second.
Dan, are you kidding me right there? I mean, that had to whistle past this guy's ear. That was a scary moment.
Hero, they call that the old chuck and duck, right? That was really close, and that's one of the things that most pitchers fear, that line drive that zipped right by your head. Wow, that was awful close.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss, strike 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Now the 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. Don't want to forget about him. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Time for a look at the Rangers on D. And let's take a look at second baseman Rougned Odor. Pound for pound, one of the strongest guys in the game. 30 home run potential, but a premium defender at second base. And if you don't slide properly into second base, he is going to let you know about it.
First offering on its way.
That's a ball.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Leon is a guy some would regard as a defense-first type of player. He excels in the field and really makes an impact on games with his glove. At the plate, however, not quite as much of a threat.
Yeah, but a guy with a defensive-minded skill set like this can play in the big leagues a long time. You can find ways to score runs, find ways to put the bat on the ball. You can't find guys that play defense the way he does.
Next will be the designated hitter, Jonathan Lucroy. And he has been, pardon the cliche, in fuego of late. Seen that average shoot up quite a bit over the past 8 ball games. And it's fouled away. Adrianza, the runner at first with 2 gone. And that misses 1-1. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
The 2-1 home. Count even at 2-2. A runner on first with 2 away. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. This is line to left. This is right to him in left as he hardly has to move as he handles it for the final out. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the A's 2 and the Rangers nothing. Here's Joey Gallo now. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
And he takes a cold strike up and out over the plate. 0-2. Count remains at 0-2. Here's another 0-2. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at outfielder Stephen Piscotty. Stanford grad, so you know he's got the smarts and the baseball acumen to get it done out there. Big middle of the order bat, big time arm from right field as well.
And quickly, there are 2 away.
Batting 10th, second baseman, Rougned Odor.
Here's Rougned Odor now, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Now the pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
That's a ball.
Another slow breaking ball that misses down low.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Adrianza loves it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the Cal Berkeley product Marcus Simeon is the first to bat in the inning. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one. Nope. Down and away, ball one. Hamels ready with the 1-1. Little dribbler up the third baseline. And a spin throw gets him at first. A fine play there for the first out. So with one away, a couple of teams out of the AL West doing battle in this one. So let's check out where they sit in the standings entering play here today. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yunel Escobar. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1. Fly ball out toward left center field. On the move is DeShields. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Cut fastball inside, ball one. Two balls and no strikes.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were two stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Too high, and it's 3-0. Matt Chapman would be next. Hit on the ground out to short, and Andrus will not be able to get there. It's a base hit. Took advantage of a hitter's count on 3-0 and gets on base to keep the inning alive.
Hey, Dero, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And that one just missed outside.
Man, he just missed the zone right there. One of the toughest pitches in the game, that backdoor cutter. As an offensive player, you give up on that pitch. As soon as it comes out of the hand, next thing you know, it's trying to grab the corner.
High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And it's gone. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. His second home run of the game. As the A's have opened it up even further, it's now 4-0.
Wow, another long ball in the early going of this one. The second one he's allowed in just 2 2/3 innings. Might want to warm up those showers. He might be heading that way real soon if he can't keep the ball in the yard.
Here's Chris Davis now. As a look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Fouled away. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike two.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. DeShields is there. And that's the third out. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run home run. We played 2.5 with the A's up 4-zip. Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Down the first base line. Fly ball right down the line in left. After it is Davis. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Batting 8th, catcher, Carlos Perez.
Striding in, Carlos Perez. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. In tight with the sinker, ball 2. Rangers still searching for hit number 1 in the ballgame. Outside, 3-0 now.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here. He's set. Here it comes. Check swing grounder to the right side. Fielded cleanly. And indeed, he won't try to force it at second. He'll just flip on to first for the sure out. Now batting, Delino DeShields. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And he gets ahead 0-1. Perez at second with 2 down. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hit out towards second. And the Rangers are in the hit column. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
You know, D-Roll, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. And their runners at the corners now. Sent on the ground out to second. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at the deficit. Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. First pitch on its way. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. And that'll score the runner from second as the lead is cut to 4-2 now.
Yeah, Dan, he's got to feel pretty good about that. Not only did he have a great AB, first pitch hacking, but he smoked that ball to mix in a ribby knock.
Boy, he did. He must have had a pretty good plan of attack walking into that batter's box, and he had an idea of the pitch that he was going to get. And boy, he sure turned it loose and buggy whipped that one.
1-1 the count now. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Hey, if this guy's able to execute that two-seamer down and away consistently, he's going to get a lot of swing and misses. He's going to get a lot of weak contact. He might even get a few knots on some people's shins.
And a big strikeout there. They'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. On now to the top of inning number. Now at the plate, Ehire Adrianza. He'll lead it off here against Cole Hamels. Here comes the first pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Gallo is after it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Striding into the box, Harrison Bader, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. First pitch coming, here it is. Missed with a breaking ball.
I'm sure he's frustrated by that call. Probably could have been a strike, but at the same time, earning strikes from the umpire is a real thing. If you've been all over the place like he has, you're just not going to get much help from the umpires.
Throw on to first, and Hamels has retired the first two in the inning. Stepping into the box, Sandy Leon. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ground ball left side. Beltre has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So Hamels. In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. This is on the ground over to first, and he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Missed with a slider. Bases are empty, one man out. Ball and a strike. Hit hard back up the middle. Adrianza up the middle. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home fourth. Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. To short. Adrianza right there. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. We played 4 full. It's the A's 4 and the ring. Digging in, Jonathan Lucroy hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat.
Jonathan Lucroy.
High in the air out to center field. To Shields. Patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. Standing in, Marcus Semien. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch coming, here it is. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And this is on the ground now for Andrus at short. And there's out number 2. Ready for another shot now, Yunel Escobar. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And the changeup is way low that time. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
He doubled up on that one, Danny. Back-to-back changeups. Nice job by the batter right there, staying on that pitch.
That's one of the things that this pitcher will do, though, Mark. His changeup is so good, he's not afraid to throw it back-to-back pitches.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. The 1-0. Misses up and in.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
2 balls and a strike now. Escobar leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
3 balls and 2 strikes for Stephen Piscotty. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away. Digging in. Chapman. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th.
This guy's having a pretty good week.
There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Back goes to Shields. On to the lawn and gone. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. His 3rd home run of the ball game, and the lead is now 7-2.
Well, you have a great night in hockey. You score 3 goals, and that's a hat trick. But how about hitting 3 home runs in one night? That's the baseball equivalent of a hat trick, and that's awfully hard to do.
Ranger skipper is up off his seat in the dugout now to make the walk to the mound.
Number 40.
And a change is forthcoming, as that'll be all here for Cole Hamels. Here's Chris Davis now, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 3 runs already home here. And here's a pitch high and tight for a ball. 1-1.
As long as you actually get it inside, that 2-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
Line hard to the left side. Foul. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
3-2 now. 7 runs, an equal number of hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Hit sharply on the ground. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
Up next for Oakland.
So coming to the plate, Ehire Adrianza, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Davis rounds third and is digging for the plate. He scores, and it's now a 6-run lead.
Great piece of hitting here. Man on first, and they're playing him to pull, but he crosses them up and goes the other way with it, making the outfielder cover a lot of extra ground. That allowed the runner to come all the way around from first to score, and that was a great piece of hitting.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect Harrison Bader. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. On to third, but he's in safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Now batting.
This is an easy decision for him to try for third because he has the play right in front of him, so he doesn't have to rely on any of his base coaches. Good decision to keep chugging, and he makes it all the way around safely.
In now, Sandy Leon, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Has a look, now the pitch. Started to offer at it as an appeal goes down to Jerry Hillsdale at third, but Jerry says he held up. It's ball 1. The 1-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. Moving under it, Gallo. And that ends the inning. But not before 5 crossed the plate, with the big blow being this 3-run home run. Middle of the night here in Arlington. It's the A's 9 and the Rangers 2. And that'll bring up Carlos He reached on a walk in his last time up and later came around to score.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And he is into second base with a leadoff double. Riding in once again, Ronald Guzman. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. 1-0 the count. Now the 1-0. Chop foul right by home plate, and it's a ball and a strike. Perez stands at second with no outs. A 2-1 count to the Rangers first baseman. Takes a knee-high fastball. He's set. Here's the 2-2. He stays alive, still 2-2. The 2-2 one more time is looked at for ball 3. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. And here's the second generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. From the stretch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
This is absolutely a huge spot right here. They have to find a way to get something out of this half inning. I don't care if it's 1 run or 2 runs. You have to find a way to at least give yourself a little shot of confidence that you can get back into this.
Hit out towards second. And Escobar's throw will take care of him for the first out. Ready once again, Elvis Andrus. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. This is line to left. Catch is made in medium deep left center. Here comes the runner for the plate. And not in time as the run scores. So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone and set to stand in a guy who seems to get better with age, the dangerous Adrian Beltre. 0-1 the count. Line toward right center. But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the A's. Striding in for Oakland, Jonathan Lucroy. No hits to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Swinging a soft liner. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, they've obviously locked in on something here. They know this pitcher likes to get ahead, and they've done nothing but be aggressive early in the count. There's another leadoff single to get him going.
First pitch on its way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Liner in there for a base hit.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. You thought he would set that up pretty well. The previous pitch was a real good fastball up.
Yeah, I think the hitter was sitting all over that one, Dan. I really do. He saw that fastball up for show. I think he thought to himself, here comes the off-speed.
Standing in now, Yunel Escobar. Grounder down the line at third. And this is going to get by Beltre down the line. A fair ball. And they'll get the man at third here at least, but in the interim, a run has come in to score. Digging in to try it again, Stephen Piscotty. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. On the move is DeShields. He can't get there as it falls in.
This guy came into today absolutely on fire, and nothing has changed. He looks seriously hitterish at the dish right now. That's his 3rd knock of the game.
Matt Chapman will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. First offering on its way. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Got to believe the manager didn't have this in mind when he went to the bullpen. This reliever's got to step up right here. It's starting to tickle a little bit after getting hit around early.
Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0. Three and 0 now.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
This is in the air out to right. Mazzara back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Up next for Oakland.
Into the box now, Chris Davis. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Looking to minimize the damage here. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. With runners in scoring position this season, Davis is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
This is the classic case of the modern.
And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough to be hauled in out there. False alarm, and that ends the inning. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Joey Gallo. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. In now the power-hitting outfielder, Nomar Mazzara. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. In the air now out to right field. Piscotty's there for it. And he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
Up next for the Rangers.
Ready for another chance. Rougned Odor. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike 1. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Not quite reaching 90 with the fastball, but it's 1-1 now. Here's the 1-1 now to Choo. Count is 1-2 now. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Rangers pick up a run here on the solo home run. The 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up to start the 7th. It's now a Jesse Chavez comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2.
When I see guys check swinging, they're not seeing the baseball. They're not picking it up. You got to take a step back. The only thing you tell yourself in this situation is do not move your head.
A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count. Popped him up. Guzman ranging into the outfield. One away.
Now batting.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. Chavez, a California-born ball player. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
2 balls and a strike.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I would.
And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Up next for Oakland.
So stepping in, Sandy Leon, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there, that backdoor slider. That's a very difficult pitch to throw, and particularly throw for a strike. Just missed that outside corner right there, but a good pitch and a tough take there by the hitter.
The batter.
Now the A's designated hitter, Jonathan Lucroy. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. He's set, and the pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Lazar is under it. And that ends the inning. 1. And that'll bring up Carlos Perez. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Now here it comes. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And this one is gone. A home run.
Well, they're not there yet, but a solo homer to lead off the inning will do wonders for any team's confidence. We'll see if the next few batters can continue the comeback effort here. Just need to string some good at-bats together now.
Stepping in now, Ronald Guzman. It was a walk in his last trip. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball just a bit high.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out. So the Rangers batting order turns over and set to go. Delino DeShields. He was a ground out victim last time up. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. 5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Here's Elvis Andrus now. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Tries to dump this one out to left. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. The 2-out hit will bring Adrian Beltre to the plate now.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
The 1-1. And he pops it up, drifting just beyond the infield. And Escobar will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Rangers draw just a bit closer thanks to this solo home run. 7 complete here tonight. Jose Leclerc has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. So the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate, Marcus Semien. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hard hit ball to second. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. At the plate, Yunel Escobar. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. Here comes the first pitch. Oh, an ugly swing there. It's 0-1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Mazzara is there to put it away for out number 1. Sometimes we use the phrase runs coming at a premium, but it's fair to say that none of us will be saying that tonight as we check out our line score. Neither pitching staff has really even showed up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. And oh man, that caught him pretty good there as it ricochets toward the third baseline. So gets him. So they are able to get an out on an unusual play. And hopefully the pitcher's okay. Now the guy everyone is anxious to see stepping in, Matt Chapman. And he's got a very real opportunity at making some history here. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1. In the dirt here. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the baseball.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. The A's strand 1. They still lead it, though, 10-5.
Leading off for the Rangers,
Daniel Kalu is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
now pitching for Oakland, number 35, Daniel Kalu.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that one just missed outside. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
That's in there, 3-1. Swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one. Watch it fly. And gone. An absolute bomb. Into the box now. Nomar Mazzara. So go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Fly ball right down the line and left. Davis is under it. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman.
So next to the plate for Texas, Rougned Odor. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. fastball too high to start him out here 1-0. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Wow, I'm not sure if he was looking past this guy to the slugger coming up or just lost focus. But now the big bat steps to the plate with a great RBI opportunity.
Here comes the first pitch. And that one stayed up a little high. Odor, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Davis has a beat on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away. Digging in once again, Carlos Perez. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Hit on the ground to short. He's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. A run, a hit, and a man left. 9th inning coming up. The Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge with Dallas in the background as we welcome you back to baseball on the show. Tony Barnett enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. And he fouls this one off. The 0-2 home. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Fouled off. And a waste pitch there, 1-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
1 out, nobody on. The 0-2 pitch. Missed with a breaking ball. Now the Rangers get a reliever up and throwing in the bullpen as a right-hander's begun to warm up out there. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Ran one in there as this is hit on the ground towards second. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the center fielder.
So striding in, Harrison Bader. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Now the pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Gallo is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Stepping into the box. Ronald Guzman. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. 1 ball, no strikes to count.
Now playing left field.
Hit on the ground to short. Adrianza is up with it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. And here's the second-generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. Blake Trinan enters from the bullpen, hoping to get the final 2 outs and put this one into the win column. First pitch coming. Here it is. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Trinan originally hails from Kansas. He was selected in the 7th round back in 2011.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now. Here's Elvis Andrus now, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. And he takes ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and a strike. Grounded to the right. Oh, what a stop on the slide. What a play. And just like that, this one is over.
Wow, another game and another night to celebrate another victory. I'm just excited we've been able to be here to witness this amazing streak. There's nothing prettier in the world than good baseball, and that's just what they're giving us.
10-6, the final score in this game. The Oakland A's slugged their way to victory with 15 hits. Andrew Triggs earns his 8th victory of the season. Paul Hamels was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the